The inmates went insane. They were laughing hysterically as their bodies were sewn. They begged the researchers to put them back in the chamber, and they said that they no more wanted to be freed. When one of the researchers asked them that what are you, the reply which they gave shocked the researcher to the core. His body went numb. He was so scared that he took out his gun and shot the inmate then and there. So before I tell you this bizarre paranormal story, please watch this video till the end to know the entire story. If you like the story, please do comment. I love to read your comments, and I promise I will try and answer each and every comment. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe it. If you like the stories and videos which I share, please do share it with your friends and family so that they can also join the channel and listen to these stories. And press that bell icon. I upload my stories twice a week, sometimes thrice a week. So as soon as I upload my story, you will get a notification and you will be able to hear these stories then and there. So let's start with today's story. Now today's story is from 1940 Russia. During that time, during the World War I and World War II, many experiments were conducted to help army and to invent new medicines for the diseases. So during that time, these inmates, prisoners, people from mental institute were easy target and used for these experiments. They were taken to the research centers and the experiments were conducted on them. But later on, due to the protest from human rights activists, these type of experiments were banned, and now human beings are no more used for the experiments. Mostly the experiments were conducted on animals. So in 1940, this creepy story happened. There was an experiment in Russia which was called as the Russian sleep experiment. According to the story, researchers in 1940s took 5 prison inmates and locked them in an airtight chamber with a special gas to keep them awake. They wanted to see the effect of prolonged sleep deprivation and promised the subjects their freedom if they could go without sleep for 30 days. The results were disastrous and horrific. On the first day, the inmates agreed, and they were very happy because they knew after 30 days they will be released and they don't have to stay inside the prison for the lifetime. On the first day, they were provided nice bed, they were taken inside this airtight chamber, they were asked to stay awake, they can play games, they were given books to read. The only thing which they have to do is that they don't have to sleep. So first 2 days, the prisoners, they were happy, they were talking to each other, they were socializing, listening to music, reading the books, and they knew that after 30 days they will be released. So everything was happy, they were excited. Then third, fourth day, they started losing their focus and they were talking less. But by the 5th day, paranoia started to set in and they stopped talking to one another. And slowly by the 9th day, a few of them started screaming relentlessly while the others tore apart the book they were given, smeared them with the excrement and blocked off the one-way mirrors so they couldn't be washed anymore. Then the screaming stopped and 3 days went by without a sound from inside the chamber. Now the researchers were confused because there was no noise coming out from that chamber. The researchers addressed them via the intercom and said they were coming in and to lie flat on the floor. Then one of the voices answered, "We no longer want to be freed." But the scientists kept on doing the experiment, and on the 15th day, the researchers finally opened up the chamber, and the sight inside was horrific. One of the subjects was dead and torn to shreds, with chunk of him stuffed into the floor drains. The other 4 subjects had mutilated themselves and were terrified at the thought of actually going to sleep and begged to stay in the chamber. They were forcibly removed, and when surgeons tried to repair the damage, they resisted so strongly that they couldn't be sedated. They laughed maniacally as they were sewn back together, fully awake and aware of what was going on. Eventually, after demanding to return to the chamber, the head researcher told his team to let them back in. But one member of the research team resisted. He shot the head researcher and then shot one of the 2 remaining subjects before killing the last one. He asked a single question: "What are you?" The subject responded: "Have you forgotten so easily? We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be free at every moment in your deepest animal mind. We are what you hide from in your beds every night. We are what you sedate into silence and paralysis when you go to the nocturnal heaven where we cannot tread." The researcher was so shocked, so scared. Having gotten his answer, he shot the last remaining subject in his heart, then and there. So, after this particular experiment was classified and there was no information given out. So, this is the entire story. If you like this story, please do comment on this, and I will come up with another story in few days. Till then, bye.